Så då. Så då. Vad ska vi se? Ja, vart är vi egentligen? Vart är vi egentligen? Jag får inte upp skärmen. Ja, men det är för att jag inte har tryckt här. Förlåt. Nu ska vi se. Välkomna till dagens stream. Deadly Premonition 2. En titel jag personligen sett fram emot ganska mycket efter att ha uppskattat den första. Sen har det ju varit, alltså det första spelet är ju som det är ju inte super poppis, väldigt, vad ska man säga, ja, men väldigt liksom trashigt, skabbigt. Det är ju hackigt och dåliga kontroller, styltiga kontroller. Släpptes för 10 år sedan tror jag, 2010 tror jag att det kom. Eller så är jag ute och cyklar här. Men det här nu är det då Swery 65s som han heter, utvecklaren. Hans uppföljare på det spelet. Det spelet var ju väldigt mycket, hade väldigt starka sådana här influenser ifrån Twin Peaks, en serie som inte ligger mig nära om hjärtat, men känslan och viben har jag ju kunnat åtminstone ta på efter ett par avsnitt av den serien. Och det är klart att det finns tydliga influenser. Här fortsätter det då, jag har precis fått hamna i den här staden. Jag tror att fasen är jag i Jersey. Fan, svårt att komma ihåg vart jag befinner mig just nu. Jag spelade prologen till det här, så Francis York Morgan, som den här FBI-agenten heter då, han sitter under utredning av andra FBI-agenter-ish. Och det som vi ser just nu är efter att de har haft ett förhör eller en intervju med honom i hans hem långt in i framtiden, så börjar han då prata med dem och då kastas vi tillbaks till den här frukoststunden. Och jag måste ju säga det att här sitter vi och snackar med den kökschefen på hotellet eller på motellet eller värdshuset i den här lilla staden. Jag undrar om det är Jersey, jag kommer inte riktigt ihåg. Och nu sitter man och diskuterar de bizarra morden, eller mordet som har skett. Så att vi kör på. Och har du aldrig sett Deadly Premonition förut, eller för den delen Swery 65s spel, han har släppt några småtitlar och gjorde ett försök med Xbox One på, den hette, vad hette den? D4 hette den titeln. Otroligt bizarr. Var första av, det skulle kommit fler episoder, men det kom inte fler. Det var bara en. Om ett mysterium på ett flygplan. Jag tyckte det var skitkonstigt. Men det är ju därför jag spelar hans spel. För att han har ett visst sätt att vilja berätta berättelser på. Vi kör på. Hur bizarrt? Nej, inte hur bizarrt. Det var ett bizarrt mord, säger du. Är väl en frågeställning då.
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Just ja. Ingenting här går av sig själv om inte jag själv trycker på knappen, så att nu måste jag trycka vidare för att se nästa. Det blir väldigt stakiga repliker då, och jag vet inte hur lätt det är att bedöma skådespelarinsatsen eftersom att man själv måste trycka fram.
Hey, mister. Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces. scattered around the altar like.
Det är som att när jag trycker så trycker jag bort repliker, för jag vill ju bara se de fortsätta diskutera. Så det är frustrerande det här att det måste... Varför kan det inte bara flyta på liksom?
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach.
Zack är ju Francis York Morgans imaginary friend, kan man ju tolka det som. Eller så är ju Zack vi då, spelaren. Men alla andra hör ju när han pratar med Zack, den här imaginary friend som inte finns där. Så att, ja, det är svårt att tolka vem Zack är. Nu ska jag anteckna här bara.
This case has got our names all over it.
Ja, nu pratar han med Zack. Hur kan jag ta mig runt?
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question.
Det ser ut som att han sitter i sin pyjamas, Francis. Det är ju, ja.
Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we've finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter. 1984, directed by Nick Castle.
Alltså han namedroppar så sjukt många filmer. Det är som att, ja, han verkar otroligt beroende av att få promota favoritfilmer eller någonting. Jag vet inte vad det är. Det är nästan mer personlighet i den här regin eller det här manuset än ja, men säg något annat sånt här autörverk som Kojimas verk. För det är så sjukt och ytligt.
It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that.
Men ändå säger han det. Alltså det är så bisarrt.
See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself. Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had.
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get sold?
Eller hur?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it. And in its place, they left me this.
What?
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
Jag tror ju att jag har sett det här att han åker runt på skateboard. I något klipp någonstans.
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach.
Alltså jag orkar inte. Precis nu när jag håller på och spelar Skater XL också parallellt. Det här, ja. Undrar om jag kan göra något tricks.
Someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks.
Jajamän.
It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today. Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach. The searing light. These scents. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
Jag har inte ätit någonting ju.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Nej.
Well, the tea was to die for. But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Det tuggar ju verkligen fram alltså. Tjena Conny. Ja, precis. Prologen är i princip klar. Men vänta nu. Ja, tack. Åh, en riktig kamera. Alltså det här. Ni som spelat första spelet... titta. Alltså bara det här är ju gott ju. Att jag att jag kan röra mig relativt... Jag minns inte att jag kunde röra mig så här klassiskt i första. Men prata med folk kan jag inte göra. Red Room, aha. Vänta va? Jag tryckte på X. Vänta. Varför i hela friden har de en startmeny på X? Måste kolla. Alltså det är så knäppt. Den här då, som vi förväntar oss är den menyknappen. När jag trycker på den, då får jag upp caset. Och när jag trycker på X, ja, då är det någon form av pausmeny. Alltså jag fattar inte hur, vad är det för meny? Jag kommer ju trycka fel så många gånger innan jag är vant med. Journal, confirm, vad har vi här då? When you're not sure about what to do next, use this menu. Kul Conny. Fortfarande semester eller? Nu ska vi se. You can switch quests categories with Eleanor. Oh. Har du spelat första Conny? Jag är nyfiken på. Ska se. Okej. Main quest details. Vad behöver jag den här? Restores a tiny bit of life. De här grejerna har jag redan alltså, okej. Tugga med. Yorks beloved ride. Fantastiskt. Fantastiskt. En skateboard. Vänta, fanns det här också? Stamp. Vad fasen är det här? Alltså, vad är det här alltså? Okej. Switch. Configurations. Det här kan inte vara... Alltså, de kan inte göra så här. Att ha menyn på X. Vänta nu. Okej. Ja. Pyjamaskillen, let's go to the room. Vad gör vi här då? Kan vi prata med de här? Kan vi äta en pizza? Är de här exakt samma? Ja, det är två. Frågan är så här. Swery gillar ju små detaljer. Oddsen att de här två är tvillingar. Ja, men det här är ju löjligt. Kolla, de har exakt samma NPC. Men är det tvillingar i frågan? Eller är det bara liksom klassiska samma modell på två ställen? Kan du sätta det? Nej, det går inte. Oh! Oj. Nu ska vi se. Fasen. Ja, det var ju inte meningen att slåss där. Varför? Nej, jag hade ingen aning om att jag slogs med right trigger, eller ZR som Nintendo kallar det. Varför kallas den ZR? Nobody knows. Nej, det var bisarrt. Okej, men jag gör så här då. Just det. Jag kan gå in i drug mode, höll jag på att säga. Det är någon sån här speciality, den där. Vad fasen fanns det här då? Är det utanför kanske? För att här fanns det inget. Ja, nu får jag gå härifrån när jag börjar slå nästa stackare. Fantastisk laddningstid ändå. Vilket nummer? 204? Nu ska vi se, jag såg ju den här någonstans. Den... Jag måste säga att det är bättre ljudeffekter på fotstegen än vad det var i första. Då var det ju närmast bizarra ljudeffekter. Det här är bra, nu ska vi se. Kaffe med mjölk. Yes. Nu när jag har köpt kaffe med mjölk, dricker jag den direkt då, eller hur? Ska vi se. Nej, det där är den. Måste... vänta, vi gör så här. Switch. Vart har jag data? Nej, men vänta nu. Inventory, där har vi det. In the inventory, you can use and discard items. You can only carry up to 30 different items to start, but your inventory can be expanded with a special item. Jag vill ha kaffet. Jaha, det här är sådana grejer. Vad är det här? Nikotinplåster, den då? Use. Yes. Ingen effekt. Ja, det var ju inget kul. Nu ska vi springa ner till rum 200. Alltså titta på texturerna här. Alltså det är ju magi alltså. Jag hade en spegel. Ja, okej. Ja, men det kan man köpa. Vänta nu. Här måste det vara, va? Nej, vänta nu. Hur kommer jag då dit? Här. Den är rödmarkerad. Det är som att man inte får gå dit, men det ska jag uppenbarligen göra. Nu ska vi gå och review our case. Alltså, jag är sjukt nyfiken av vilka som har spelat första spelet och som har plockat upp det här, inte minst på Nintendo Switch. Sådär, av med pyjamasen, på med FBI suit.
Son Rouge. They're chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stains from Miami. Miami. Now, that was a fascinating case.
Jag ska inte bli ett dugg förvånad om han läser igenom hela det caset nu.
Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two. Even with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto. I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane. An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must
Louisiana, I see.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar.
Vänta, PJ Clarkson.
The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare.
Gudfar.
Seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
Nej, vänta. Det är inte Gudfar utan barnbarn. Så då vill vi besöka PJ.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach. The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films.
Michael Bay alltså. Ja, ni hörde det här först.
Are you following me here? This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line. A genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zach?
Mission 2. Okej, vad skulle jag göra om jag inte tog dörren då? Kan jag göra så? Linkboard has been unlocked. You can use the toolbox to store items, then take them back out later. You can only hold so many items on your person at once. So you'll need to utilize the toolbox sooner or later when you're standing near one. So be careful about which items you choose. Det här är ju min... för fasen. Okej. Ja, en annan dag. Inte nu.
I'm very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
Alright, you can use the closet to change clothes and send clothes out for dry cleaning. If you wear the same clothes for a long time, they will become dirty. Okej, då ska vi ju bara ha samma kläder hela tiden. Tills den blir så skit. Vad fan är det här? Det är ändå starkt att den är...
Due to the nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotels all over America. But Zach, do you know what I hate most about living out of a hotel? Shower pressure. The shower was invented so that human beings could quickly bathe in large quantities of water, correct? Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak water pressure. It's an outrage. And I'll keep tooting my horn about this every chance I get, believe you me.
Alltså vad kul det hade varit att vara röstskådis för Francis Morgan. Alltså det är ju en... ja. Så oerhört bizarr karaktär alltså. Frågan är bara 60. Fasen. Ja, där är den ja. Save points. Okay, in this game you can use phones. Ja, det är bra. Okej, då tar vi oss an uppdraget här. skönt utan musik.
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David. I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that lucare is French, but
Fräscht, Francis.
special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare
Inte mycket sömn i natt.
swear in French.
Ah. And?
That's it.
Den här dialogen flyter på utan att jag behöver trycka.
Yes.
Så märkligt.
It, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Varför behöver jag trycka förbi dialogerna men inte den här? Du är ju ny då.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality. Just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say. The job makes the man.
Bästa uppdraget hittills.
Feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him. Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Oh.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hoongan.
Hoongan. The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous 0. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Ja, det där var ju inte helt oproblematiskt. Märkligt. Vänta, spara igen. Ja, då ska jag overwrite här. Jag har ju uppenbarligen inte spelat 155 timmar av det här. Varför Nintendo? Varför kan ni inte fixa eran skit? 155 timmar registrerat. Bara för att jag har haft den på sleep. Nej, det är... Hur ska jag någonsin kunna veta hur mycket jag har spelat? Om det står 155 timmar. Fan alltså. Ja. Ja. Det här kan man glömma om jag inte antecknar det. Ja. Nu måste jag sätta på en fläkt här också. En sekund. Så. Börjar värmen komma på utifrån. Man kan köpa läsk och snacks. Behövs inte. Titta här. Är det... Nej, det är precis. Nu är det bara modellerna som... Det är väldigt tacksamt att det är så otroligt så här. Gå hit, gå dit. För att... Ja.
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Det är så bisarrt. Ibland som sagt, då måste jag trycka vidare i dialogen. Ibland inte. Okay.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle.
Riktigt bra musik. Ja, jag vet inte, Andrew, om det är god till riktigt än. Men bara det att jag får en skateboard att åka runt på, det är ganska talande på vilken nivå det här lägger sig på jämfört med andra open world-spel. Om det här nu är open world. Den här musiken var riktigt bra.
Really? Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside.
Nej!
Let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go
Inte
to
i
the Shrine
stugan.
of Hunger
Okay.
and fell 10 maidens. Now, where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right? The answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins. But a place where someone can both eat and bowl at the same time.
Alltså jag...
I'm skeptical as to whether we'll be able to find such a place in a backwoods town like this.
Ja, jag gillade ettan som 17. Jag tyckte den var så knasig så att det inte är klokt. Så att... Nej, för mig var Deadly Premonition första var ju liksom en riktig så här festupplevelse. Och det är därför jag sett fram emot det här som 17. Men han är ju så knäpp. Han är ju så knäpp alltså. Om jag ska... Hunger, då relaterar jag hunger till restauranger. Den här Alexis Diner and Lane.
Alexis's Diner and Lane.
Lane kanske, ja men det är ju bowling. Ja, som sagt, i stugan har jag inte med green screen än. Så att...
This is it. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it. Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? I'm sure we'll find out later. First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
Jag kommer bara spinna på här tills det är klart.
Very funny, Zach. Now it's time to get serious. You already know the answer, don't you? Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents?
Ja, men du,
0
sluta.
is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The Clarkson Food Delivery Services Cold Storage Warehouse. That's got to be it.
Ja, det är fantastiskt.
Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
Nej. I did not. Vem betalade det där? Vem gav mig stålarna i frågan?
And how about that Hoongan? What a mysterious character. His
Oh,
oracles
no
may end
shit,
up
Sherlock.
determining how much time we spend in this town.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying of smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At your
bellboy.
service, boss.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams Deep South, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
Okej, vi ska ut och röka först då, får vi se hur det ser ut. Vänta, här är vi nu. Det här är ju också... Så vad jag har förstått så är det ganska risig framerate i det här spelet.
Zach, here's another perfect symbol of the human condition. Hunting trophies. And it's a buffalo hunting trophy. Now that's a surprise. I've seen several trophies made out of human skin, but never a buffalo's. Looking at him brings out this strange feeling from within me. Yes, the very same feeling I got when watching a certain film from 1984, directed by Peter Hyams. 2010. The last scene in that film filled me with such a sublime, majestic feeling. It was filled with everything that was missing from the finale of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just talking about it makes me want to watch it again. Let's watch it once we get home. Promise, Zach.
Jag har extremt mycket behov av att kolla på film när de är hemma. Vart går jag ut och tar en smoke då? Men det var ju smidigt att det går så snabbt att spara. Fantastiskt.
We always strive to provide our guest with the finest of service, sir. Our humble, bucolic town does have its inconveniences. Shopping, in particular, can be a bit of a slog. Therefore, we decided to provide a modest selection of daily necessities right here at our very own front desk.
Great. Sounds convenient.
Exactly.
Nej, jag orkar
It's
inte.
my greatest pleasure, sir. Please do let me know if there is any other way for me to assist you.
Nej, men då får vi gå ut då. Bellboy.
Hey, boss. How can I be of service?
Vänta, varför? Jo, jag tänker om det är så att om det är samma snubbe så var han ju precis på, han var ju vid ombytt in vid receptionen.
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, the key to charming your customers is how you present your bathroom. I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach? Now This is the kind of bathroom a person can really get excited about. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin. Remember?
Now this is a bathroom to get excited about.
The
Det är
art
ju
piece on display in there utilized the natural
Fantastiskt.
curves of human ribs in such a novel way. It was truly brilliant.
Vad fasen är det under? Ett förråd med prylar. Det var det mest bizarra badrummet jag har sett. Nu går vi ut, tar brädan och skater bort. Eller, säg inte att jag måste hämta brädan innan. Ta fram den i min inventory. Och de här röda löven, alltså det är ju de röda fröna från första spelet. Jag undrar om det finns något samband mellan de här två på det sättet. I frågan. Loading. Alltså vad är oddsen att Deadly Premonition 2 skulle hamna på Switchen? Och med tanke på hur första var så otroligt. Ja men alltså det var vad kan man säga, dåligt optimerat, dåligt utvecklat. Och så tänker jag att okej, det kommer en 2. Då kommer det väl ändå att se och flyta bättre ut. Men så kommer det till Switchen av alla plattformar. Det här kan inte vara barntillåtet så mycket som de romantiserar cigaretter alltså. Måste ju vara kraftig åldersgräns, åtminstone PG.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease. You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is. In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia.
Fräscht.
We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning.
Bagatellisera rökning liksom, nu kör vi.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right? I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Oh, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you?
Oh,
Adults
tack.
ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Ja, vänta. Okay, stay sharp when it comes to the basics. Crouch, dodge, move, melee, red room. Oh, red room. All right. Tjena. That frame rate. Tjena. Kan vara snyggaste polisbilen sett.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
Melvin Woods. Det låter nästan som en... Fan heter skataren.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one.
Jag hoppas det.
Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Ja, alltså stackarn.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it? Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see.
Titta, nu har det blivit mörkt för att jag har suttit så länge passivt.
Well, all right then, York.
Det är ju lite
I'll see you at
intressant.
the warehouse.
Som sagt, vissa dialoger trycker jag fram, andra måste jag bara sitta och... Jag kan skippa allting såklart, men det vill jag ju inte göra. Det är så märkligt. Vad heter han? Melvin... Nej, men vänta nu. Wait, your skateboard is your main. Okay, get off. On and speed up. Slow down. Bam. Bam. Okej. Nu är det kört.
Hey, you.
Alltså, vad fan. Åh.
You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you? Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey, can I come with you? You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
Det är så...
It feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Ja, är det... Indicators help you stay aware of the direction and distance of your destinations. Okay. Main quests, waypoint. Mycket bra. Titta den här frameraten, det är helt hysteriskt. Nu ska vi se. Karta. Hur? Fan, är det där en häst eller?
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Är det vargar? Och varför kan jag inte göra tricks? Varför kan jag inte göra tricks? Ja, vi drar till första bästa. Är det här någon hommage till... Stoppa brädan i fickan bara, tjena. Nej, det är så bisarrt.
Patty, is something wrong?
Patricia heter hon, just det.
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor P läste jag. Den svenska rapparen.
Professor R.
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh? Interesting.
Ja, in här nu då. Hos oss händer. Nu är vi här. Men varför gick jag hit för? Det kommer jag inte ihåg. Vad har jag att göra i restaurangen? Alltså det här är ju ohållbart med så mycket laddningstider alltså. Hopp, blev vilda västern här plötsligt. Här är ju en variant på, vänta vad är det här? Det låter som en version av You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are grey. Måste ju vara den. Och så plötsligt stängdes musiken av. Av någon anledning. Skönt i alla fall att jag inte behöver vänta in Patricia hela tiden. Alltså ljudmixen.
10 maidens, Zach. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Ljudmixen är kaos alltså.
Oh my lord.
Helt kaos.
I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh my lord. Well, ain't that something?
Alexis Jawara. Syster
FBI Special Agent
eller
Francis York
släkt
Morgan.
eller förgift med
Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
hotellkillen.
Oh my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
Inte ens ljudeffekt för skratt.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree and she just mistook it for someone. Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! Oh, I got a turkey!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use the lane while she's here.
Patty, that's exactly what I came to do. You see, Zach and I need to bowl down 10 maidens.
Fine, go on and try if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae. Hey! Are you nuts?
What's the most addictive drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin. Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh my lord. Coming right up, honey.
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against the law. You got no right to take that from me, even if you are some FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I do. We signed a contract, remember? I promised to protect you from all the evil in our world.
Hey!
Delicious. What an amazing chocolate sundae. Zach, I think we just uncovered an incredible treasure here. I feel like I could eat one of these every day while we're in this town.
What?
Åh, skitsned stackarn. Idiotsack.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They're the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no. Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years. I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Ska slå henne? Nej. Det är frågan. Vad ska jag göra här nu? Jag trycker på A.
Excuse
Så jag
me,
löser
Mrs.
det här.
Carpenter.
Stop! Not now. Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind? Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split.
Holy mother of bowling ball. Alltså. Ja.
That stance, oh, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zach, our new friend, appears to be a very superstitious lady.
No shit, Sherlock.
We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh yes, a great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The Mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
Zach, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
What'll it be, honey? Okay, honey, you just let me know if you ever need something. I'll serve you up the finest Cajun food that Louisiana's got to offer.
Då drar vi till nästa ställe. Och så laddningen. Patricia, Alexa. Vad hette hon? Vad hette bowlingtanten? Jag glömde direkt. Det är fortfarande en återberättelse här ju. Alltså det verkar inte finnas så mycket överhuvudtaget valmöjligheter. Saker och ting för liksom. Det är verkligen. Och ja. Gå dit, klicka på A. Gå dit, klicka på A. Gå dit, klicka på A. Jag börjar bli sjukt orolig.
Yes, I did.
Then why are you leaving? You gave up on trying to convince Mrs. Carpenter to let you play?
No, Patty, neither Zach nor I have given up on anything. We're just going to stop by Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida? What do you want with that place?
What do you know about it, Patty?
It's a dumb store that sells stupid voodoo charms and even stupider souvenirs. No one who actually lives here would ever be caught dead there. Daddy even told me to steer clear of it.
And why is that?
'Cause they sell guns?
You mean Erzuli Frida is a gun shop?
It's kinda like a gun shop and a voodoo shop had a baby.
A voodoo shop? Thank you, Patty. You just helped me make up my mind. We're going to use the power of voodoo to help us steal the right to use that lane.
Jag måste ändå säga att det är imponerande att det är lip-sync i utanför cutscenes. Det är många spel som inte lyckas med det. Som ser bra mycket bättre ut, så att ja. Det är någonting i alla fall. Nu ska vi se, då ska vi se om jag kan hitta inventory map. Okej. Freda. Vart är... Där är den. Då tar vi Freda först. Let's go for Freda. Och vad är det här? Och är hon också bräda kan man ju undra. Och så är det fart... Så 100% på skateboarden. Vad betyder det i frågan? Nu ska vi se. Ja, den är ju smidig i alla fall. Det går ju att köra den här skateboarden.
A voodoo shop.
Påminner mycket om Judgment som jag spelar till och från. Alltså det tar ohygglig tid. Och det är liksom... Uppdragsdesignen känns som att den är... Gå där, dit. Sätt igång dialog.
Voodoo shop.
Gå till nästa ställe, sätt igång. Och så finns det lite combat emellan. Frågan är vad som finns i form av combat här.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place. By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? I feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time and a place for everything. You know exactly who I am, and I've also introduced myself to your father. Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
You shouldn't automatically trust someone just because they're an FBI special agent. One's profession and one's personality are completely separate things. For example, one special agent may fall spiritually in love with a genius criminal who enjoys the taste of human flesh.
That's Hannibal. You pulled that straight out of a movie.
Just because it's a film doesn't mean it isn't deeply rooted in reality. You can't judge people solely based on where they work or how they look. You need to think hard and decide things for yourself.
Fine.
So allow me to ask you this. How do you feel about me?
I don't know. I only just met you.
Exactly. Now it sounds like you're thinking. You should never feel the need to force an answer out or pretend like you know something you don't. Zach, she's a good kid, isn't she? Honest and straightforward.
Oh, wait, there's one thing I can say.
Oh. What?
When you talk to yourself like that, it really creeps me out. Did you start doing that after you became an adult? Or have you just always done it? Either way, you should stop doing it. It's really weird and, like, makes me wince whenever I hear it.
Zach, did you hear that? No need to worry. Neither of us are weird, I can assure you of that. She's probably just having trouble finding the right word to describe us. No, I think I'll stop there. Wouldn't want her to think we're getting desperate.
Like I said, it's really creeping me out.
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Well, of course I do stuff like that too. But doesn't everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out their parents. They're too busy talking with their friends on the phone or through emails.
That's stupid. I don't get why everyone's so obsessed with taking pictures of themselves. Then they send them to their friends just to get approval. Talk about cringeworthy.
how do you prefer to boost your self-esteem then?
I don't need to. I have my family. And besides, my daddy's the town sheriff. All I need to be happy is a normal life.
That's awfully mature of you.
Everyone else is just childish. I'm totally normal.
Okay then. So what do you do after you finish all your chores? You don't turn on CNN and pour yourself some bourbon, do you?
CNN? That's kid stuff. What I watch is way more adult than that.
Like what? Live sports?
You just don't get it, Agent York. Full House, Friends, Beverly Hills 90210, sitcoms. Sitcoms are an all-in-one package. Dreams, love, life lessons, science fiction. They've got everything you'd ever want. And some cable channels just show reruns all day long. It's the best. Oh, but my favorite TV show is this old one called MacGyver. The main character is cute and smart. I don't know his real name, but I like him. Oh, and I also like Gil Grissom from CSI. I just think it's adorable how he keeps maggots inside his fridge.
Han är söt och smart.
Thank you, Patty.
Det måste ju ändå vara sällsynt bland snubbar.
Well, what do you think, Zach? Her tastes are... they're a bit hard to describe. Wait, don't even say it. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I'm in full agreement.
Vad var det jag skulle...
So you clearly love TV shows, but what about movies?
Movies? We don't even have a movie theater around here. So I can only watch what I manage to catch on TV.
Like what?
For some reason, the only movie channel we get at home is the sci-fi one. So I just watch a lot of sci-fi.
Like what? What's the last one you saw?
The one with Schwarzenegger, where there's all these clones.
The Sixth Day, 2000, directed by Roger Spottiswoode. You must be very well versed in sci-fi if you can appreciate an Arnold S. film.
I thought it was way too easy for them to make more clones. And you'd never see a clumsy investigation like that on CSI.
That's right. It's realistic. Everything about that film is so realistic. It may be difficult for a child to understand. But, Patty, that's not your fault. All of Arnold S.'s films are filled with hyper-realism, you know. On top of that, Roger Spottiswoode is a director who excels in dealing with hardcore subject matter. Turner and Hooch, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Each film features one of the toughest tag teams you'll ever find. I can see why it's beyond you, though.
No, what I'm trying to say is... Schwarzenegger's character was just a pilot, right? Why was he so strong?
It's okay, Patty. You don't need to try and act like an adult to impress me. I didn't understand the charm of Arnold S. films when I was your age either. You need to take your time and slowly reel the film in. Do that, and Arnold S. will greet you with a big, warm smile.
Whatever, just stop calling him Arnold S., okay? It's irritating me.
Zach, she's at a sensitive age. We both know full well that this is the official way to refer to the film star, but she isn't used to it, so it's bothering her. When in Rome, Schwarzenegger will greet you with a big, warm smile. Zach, my mouth feels weird. How many fingers do you think we'd need to count the number of people who actually call him Schwarzenegger? We'll just have to stomach it for her sake, Zach. Patty, we're investigating here. I think it's about time we cut the chit-chat and got back to work.
What? You're the one who brought it up. You hardly even let me say anything.
By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? I feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time and a place for everything. You know exactly who I am, and I've also introduced myself to your father. Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
You shouldn't automatically trust someone just because they're an FBI
Det här
special
känns som att vi har gått igenom.
One's profession and one's personality are completely separate things. For example, one special agent may fall spiritually in love with a genius criminal who enjoys the taste of human flesh.
That's Hannibal. You...
Hoppas inte jag har gjort slut på alla dialoger mellan de här två. Arnold S. Och så kommer det laddning. Ja, det är... Ja. Halva grejen med Swery-spel känns som att det är det här otroligt tackiga utvecklandet av de här grejerna. Det är så bisarrt. Och så där har jag på rummet. Så frågan är...
This is all kid stuff.
Didgeridoo.
It's just a bunch of charms. I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here? My daddy makes no sense sometimes. You agree, right, Agent York? This is all just kid stuff.
Look at this, Zach. All the mysticism of the Deep South gathered up into one quaint little shop. This is 100 times more exciting than the FBI evidence vault. It's a vast treasure chest. So much to study, so much to learn.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire. Doth this be what thou seekest? I could sell it to thee now, and only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance. Purchase this, and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
That's crazy. Even I can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true. What say thee?
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste. I am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's errand to keep it from such a keen-eyed soul.
What's wrong with you? No normal person would ever buy a piece of junk like that. Not even at a garage sale.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zach? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Use it? Where? How?
Isn't it obvious, Patty? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs. Carpenter's house.
In front of her house?
Yes. I'm sure this figurine will stop her right in her tracks. And that'll give us a chance to finally topple the 10 maidens.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. And so is Zach. Aren't you?
I'm seriously wondering if I should quit helping you out with this.
Ja, så det måste jag göra på natten.
Oh. Verily, much shall serve thee well here.
Halsband. Elemental effects, okej. Dockor, fysiska, lies, incense, boosts. Vi tar incense då. Men vänta nu. Varför kan jag inte köpa den? Vad fasen?
I can see it. Thy return is imminent, if thou hath discovered the very purpose of my emporium, that is.
Jag fattar ingenting av det där.
Whoa.
That was close.
Well, look at you, all standing there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention. What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
Patty, who was that?
Varför ställa frågor om du inte vet vem det är?
PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found ourselves a Clarkson.
No, she's not here. My dolly. She's not here. My dolly isn't here.
One of the key persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting. Isn't that right, Zach?
Mihalama.
Det här är sån här dialog som man bara undrar, varför är inte den här röstskådespelad? Så jag ska samla 5 olika sängar. Ja, precis. Försäljaren tror att de här 5 sängarna är speciella. Det är så bisarrt. Kommer köra en liten stund till, sen så är det paus, lunch och sen kör jag igång efter lunch igen. Så blir det. Och då är frågan, vi går in där, map. Där har vi varit. Men vad fasen? Facility. Casa Pineapple, ja. Den här ikonen här. Varför är den... här finns det... Bredvid så har du en telefon, en väska, en shoppingvagn, mat, sova. Och sen den här buffen, eller vad fan är det? Jag undrar vad den har för relevans. Och klockan är 10:14. Jag ska göra de andra grejerna på kvällen. Mrs. Carpenter's house. Waypoint. Men nu tar vi oss rakt fram till höger. Alltså det är så dålig kvalitet så att jag vet inte vad det heter. Vänster, ja, sen ja. Inte ens någon cool skateboardmusik får jag. Utan, ja. Så korkat. Nu sparar jag. Så för fan. Eller snacka lite med sheriffen först då. Hur är det med mat och hälsa grejer? Det är frågan.
Mr. York, that was mighty quick.
Ja, eller hur?
The special agent does it again. You sure don't waste any time. I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you. By the way, Mr. York, looks to me like you aren't packing anything.
I was on vacation in New Orleans before I happened to stop by here.
Well, shoot, that won't do. Here, I got something I think you'll like. I call him Mr. Alligator. Badass, ain't he? It's a tranquilizer gun for the gators. And here's a radio. With this, you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees. Might take you a while to get used to them, but you'll get it. Try letting them rip a few times. Ain't no need to hold back out here.
Alltså det här är så stort. Förutom frameraten. Den är inte lika stor. Men att kunna skjuta så här, alltså det betyder så mycket. Det betyder så mycket jämfört med kontrollen i första.
It's an intriguing weapon. For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a punch. But I'm afraid I'll decline. After all, this town is peaceful, isn't it?
Well, sure it's peaceful. At least the humans are.
Men inte vargarna.
But the animals are a different story. Remember what I named it? There are some real mean-ass gators out there in the swamps. And every now and then, they wander into town. One of them even went and ate a kid once. It happened a long time ago, but still. One chomp's all it takes. They swallow down every last bit of you. Poor kid's parents didn't even know what to put in his coffin. The worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. So now, those suckers just attack on sight. Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight. In Blood Swamp!
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folks. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed by a gator.
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
I'm what?
Alligators do attack people, and it could happen in any town.
Huh?
Alligator, 1980. Directed by Louis Teague. It takes place in the Midwest, I believe. A teenage girl's pet alligator gets flushed down the toilet. Then, in the sewer, it feeds on the corpses of dogs that were used as test subjects for an experimental growth formula. After growing over 30 feet, it finally starts to go after humans. It's an extremely edifying movie. Back when I first saw it, I had a pet hamster.
Hey, Agent York. What's your first order of business? You're in charge now, remember?
Well said, Patricia. I nearly lost sight of my true goal. Melvin, I couldn't help but notice the name on the side of that truck. This facility is connected to the victim, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah. I reckon I better start from there. I'm gonna tell it to you straight right from the beginning, Mr. York. As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons. The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who manages the whole place. Okay, but why did he choose to store her body in his own warehouse, right? Well, that's because there ain't no other place to store it. Our town has a clinic inside a church, but no more. Whenever someone kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside of town. But not this time. We got a murder on our hands this time. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stored, right? So we had no choice but to rent out a corner of this warehouse.
I see. So that's what led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in a facility that her family owns.
Anywho, this is where the real story begins. Truth is, a few days before you got here, Lisa's body went missing.
Missing?
Yeah. All of a sudden, poof.
Did you leave the warehouse unlocked?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up and made sure no one could get inside. No one stole the original key, and I couldn't find any fingerprints at the scene.
So, in other words, this is a locked room mystery.
The body of a beautiful young girl walks at mid... Hey! all right, CLG. Reckon I should have told you about this earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem like the time or place as I remember. Anywho, how about we call it a day and head back to my office? You can go through all the files there.
No, thank you. This is what I came to investigate.
But Lisa's body isn't here anymore. You sure?
That doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an oracle.
Vänta. Vad ska jag göra med den här?
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
No.
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Paus
Well,
här
of
ska vi
course, I
se.
do stuff like that.
Ska vi se. Så. Då så hörni, då är det dags att ta en liten paus. Ska hämta äldsta från träning och så blir det lite lunch. Sen fortsätter jag eftermiddag. Så kul ni som var här och tittade in. Vi syns igen i eftermiddag helt enkelt. Nytt avsnitt också förmodligen ser ut som av podden såklart på lördag. Kan bli, men jag känner att jag får tillräckligt med känsla för det här så kanske jag ska snacka om intryck ändå. Annars blir det ingen fram. Men på lördag kommer vi höra inte minst vad Douglas har hållit på med den här sommaren. Så häng med då, där podcasts finns, öppna världar. Om inget annat så syns vi i eftermiddag. Mors!